At times, photography captures a glimpse of a parallel world inhabited by spirits whom we would not normally see. Here are 4 images of eerie presences, later revealed and seemingly related to their living witnesses. Number 4. Cemetery encounters. A photo which has been shared online is of a man who is making his way between grave plaques in a cemetery on a cloudy day. At first glance, the photo seems nothing out of the ordinary, but closer inspection indicates that the man is not alone. He appears to be observed by a ghostly presence, and an even closer look shows that there is more than one of these strange spectres. Behind the man, a pale human figure can be seen, which discolours the sky and the grass, but in front of him is a more astonishing phenomenon. Standing against a tree, there appears to be the ethereal form of another man observing his approach. The image was reportedly captured by a man attending the funeral of his mother-in-law in the US state of Illinois. The nephew of the photographer uploaded the photo to Reddit, explaining that his uncle had taken the snap on his phone in the historic cemetery where a lot of family members are buried. The capture attracted a lot of skepticism from viewers, with some claiming that the image had been created with an app that incorporates ghosts into photos. Others have debunked it as photoshopped, a quirky double exposure, or a camera glitch. The nephew insists that the photo is authentic, saying that it led his uncle to question reality, and commenting that there is a lot we don't understand about life and the hereafter. Number 3. Post-funeral visit. Only a few days after their grandmother's funeral, a Melbourne family was shocked to see a face appear in a photograph. The image was snapped by 18-year-old Dana Lynch on her iPhone of her stepmother and father. The couple had just returned from Turkey after farewelling their deceased grandmother at a family funeral. After the photograph had been taken, family members struggled to explain the mysterious face seeming to sneak a look from behind a glass door. Even more eerily, that face strongly resembled the family's deceased grandmother when she was younger, the woman who had passed only days earlier. The photo was snapped in the family's home in Frankston near Melbourne, in Australia. Dana explained, "The flash went off and this eerie face appeared behind it. Upon inspection, I realised that someone was floating sideways behind the door. It is not a reflection. We tried to take another one, but got absolutely nothing. It was a one-off." Dana also analysed the image via some photo-enhancing software, but has come up with no logical solution of how the apparition occurred. Number 2. Jasmina Dominic. This photo was posted on Slapped Ham, originally sent by Chris Veranovich on Facebook. The wide-ranging shot was taken at the funeral of a Croatian woman called Jasmina Dominic, who had been a missing person for 18 years. In the top right corner of the photo, there appears to be a ghostly form of someone standing at the back of a group of mourners. The person appears transparent, as if made of a kind of ethereal mist or vapour. Jasmina Dominic was only 23 years old when she vanished in the year 2000. However, her family did not report her as missing until 5 years later. Her father, who is since deceased, claimed that Dominic had informed him in 2000 that she was leaving to work on a cruise ship and was planning to then settle in Paris. Finally, in February 2019, years after Dominic was reported missing, the case took a sinister turn. Police officers uncovered her remains in a freezer in the hallway of a sister's house, where also lived the sister's husband and 3 children. A police official admitted that the family had misled detectives investigating the disappearance over a decade earlier, reporting, "We checked the house at the time, but didn't have information anything could have happened at home." Soon after the horrific discovery, Dominic's sister was arrested on suspicion of the tragic crime. It's therefore possible that the spirit of Jasmina Dominic was effectively photographed at her own funeral, relieved to be finally laid to rest after so many years of restless anguish. Number 1. Lord Combermere. Sybil Corbett, the sister of Lady Combermere, took this photograph of the Combermere Abbey's library in Cheshire, England, December 1891. Wellington Stapleton Cotton, the second Viscount Combermere, and also known as Lord Combermere, had passed a few days earlier after a horse-drawn carriage accident. The funeral was actually underway some 4 miles away, with most of the staff and servants in attendance when Corbett set up a camera to capture the hour-long exposure. When the film was developed, she was astonished to find the figure of a man seated in the departed Lord Combermere's favourite chair. Family and staff were unanimous in agreeing that the apparition looked like the then elderly Lord Combermere. Skeptics of the day suggested that the photo had inadvertently captured a staff member who was not attending the funeral. But this was disproved, as all the male staff were young, knew of the photo being taken, and would not have dared interrupt it. More recently, paranormal watchers have commented that the whole body would have been in the photograph if another person had sat on the chair. Even disbelievers have found it difficult to dismiss the image as a hoax, because even parts of it blocked from the sunlight are lit up.